Welcome to the podcast where we're harvesting humor, planting delight. Join us, Iona and Cammy. Let's have some fun. It's time for Fed by Farmers.
Hello and welcome to the Fed by Farmers podcast with me, Cammy Wilson.
And me, Iona Murray.
We are back in the studio. Interestingly, we have swallows nesting in here. We had to wipe the table all down because the nest is directly above us. Is that wee swallows up there now, right above your head? That'd be funny.
Is it?
Kinda is.
Oh, aye.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Oh, it is.
It's
Wee
exciting.
thrill.
Yeah, it's a wee thrill. So we have nice wee swallows. Yeah, you don't want to do it. I'm going to brick the windows up here, but I didn't want. There's a couple of old Bayer windows. I didn't want to brick them up until the swallows were finished nesting, or else they were stuck in here. So once the swallows are gone, we'll brick it up. Iona, just a Friday chat. Lots to catch up on. Before we get into it, who do we need to thank?
We need to thank Hairdwatch and Crystalyx.
Thanks to both of them for sponsoring the podcast. We have our Hairdwatch bear for the creeps that are watching on YouTube. We have our Hairdwatch bear here.
That's nice.
Yeah, I know it's not a bear.
Oh, a cow.
Highland cow.
Yeah.
It's actually quite nice, isn't it? That's quite good. We should do
Do you think just folks' obsessions with Highland cows just because of the way they look?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just
What, just with like long hair? Like, what is it? What's the draw to
Well,
them?
they're so different than every other cow. Not every other cow, but they're so different. Well, in fact, apart from maybe like a Galloway cow or belted Galloway, whatever, there's not many cows with as much hair, is there?
But why do you think we're so drawn to rare things?
Oh, 'cause it's different. Breaks the fact that everything's the same.
Yeah.
'Cause it's going to give great. Actually, I think as we chicks up in the nest here, it's going to give great ambient sound, doesn't it?
Background noise, yeah.
If you think I've added in those bird cheeps, it's not. It's just a wee nest right above us here. And of course, thanks to Hairdwatch. We have a link. If you're going to get Hairdwatch, there is a Fed by Farmers link in the bio of the podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, it is down there as well. Click that. I think they're very happy with how it's going so far. But obviously, we're trying to double our numbers. So do check them out. Also, Crystalyx. Interestingly,
Go on.
sheep have stopped using it.
Have they?
I always find that
Don't
funny.
need it.
Well, it's like, winter time, pre-lambing, they hammer it and you think,
Yep.
oh, geez, can hardly keep this going to them. And then just see when like, the spring grass comes, or they just don't need it anymore. Just stop taking it.
Yeah.
And now it just sits there getting soft in the sun, because it's just baking hot.
Yeah.
So I've just started lifting them up again, stick lids on them. They'll do it again for
Use
the back
them
end.
again, yeah.
Pre-tut them. So that's my bit about that. Lots to catch up on.
Lots to catch up. We've not caught up in a while.
No, and before we do, right, because I keep forgetting I want to ask you this question, I'm going to ask you.
Oh, I'm a wee bit nervous.
No, it's not a personal question.
Okay.
Right. If there was 1,000 grapes, okay? I just saw this and interesting to hear your thoughts on it.
Go on.
If there was 1,000 grapes,
Yep.
and in the 1,000 grapes, one of the grapes would kill you, but every grape you eat is worth £100,000, how many grapes would you eat?
None. Zero.
Zero.
Yeah, 100%. No
Is that
doubt
right?
about it.
Is that
None.
right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, you wouldn't even...
Wouldn't even be tempted. Not a chance. No.
Oh, Christa, yeah, of course. Yeah.
What?
Rich farmer's daughter, I always forget about it. It's just... As soon as I said 100 grand, she switched right off. She's like, what? Risk my life for a blacky top lamb? Do you know what I mean? Like, one blacky top lamb? It's not worth it.
What are your thoughts on it?
Nah, you're probably right. I did think on it though, it was interesting.
Did you?
Because you've got like a 1 in a 500 chance of getting it, which is great.
1 in
odds.
1,000, is it not?
A 1 in 1,000, sorry. 1 in 1,000 chance of getting it. Like, it's great odds.
No, it is good odds.
You've 999 times out of 1,000, you're going to get 100 grand.
How much is that? 9 million? Almost 10 million?
Oh, if you do the whole lot? Yeah, you nearly do 10 million, I think, yeah. No,
I don't know, 1,000 million?
you do 100 million. That's a big jump. 1,000 gazillion Brazilian. Turned into Dr. Evil there.
But then, do you know what you would... But see if you then had one and you were fine, are you then walking away with 100,000?
Or you think you're in it then?
Or then...
I think it'd be hard not to have won.
Yeah.
But I fully understand what you're saying. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
just
daft.
like,
But I don't. I personally like. Sounds ridiculous to say. 100 grand's gonna make very little difference to me. I owe so much money. I really need £1 million. So like, it's not worth risking your life. But
No.
someone could say you could have 10, and then you have a 1 in 100. You have 99 times out of 100. You're going to go
So
right.
what you're saying, right? Okay, let's change it then. So it's 1,000 grapes, but each one you get £1 million.
Oh yeah, if you upped it to that,
I'm not. I'm still not touching it.
£1 million.
I'm not.
Is the death like instant?
Yep. No pain.
Just bang, you're dead. You just bite it and it's done.
Bite it. Go on.
Oh, it's tempting.
You've got veins.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't.
That's true. Would it void my life insurance policy? We're getting too into this, aren't we?
Yeah. Let's shake off.
Can I see the full contract, please? Would it void my life insurance? Let me just phone Aviva first, okay? Just before. Hang on, wait there. Don't put the grapes away. You leave the grapes out, and don't be tampering with them either. I'm watching. I won't listen. I know you're never going to believe this situation, but could you check my contract? Grapes, sudden death grapes. Yeah, okay. Aye, okay. £1 million a grape though.
Nah, not doing it.
Right, okay.
Tell you what tastes like £1 million. Marks and Spencer's grapes.
Ah, they are good. Iona got me into them on a road trip down to NSA Welsh Sheep, which we'll talk about. Grapes, and also she got me into calamari rings, which is not any sort of weird euphemism. It sounds like it, though, doesn't it? It does sound like it. It does sound like it.
It does.
Calamari rings is actually octopus or something, or calamari. Is calamari a thing? Calamari is a type of octopus, or it's just another word for
A
octopus?
type of squid.
Squid, yeah, squid.
So I don't know, is squid the family? So is octopus a squid?
No, you looked up what the family is called.
I know.
or what type of animal they were.
Mollusk.
Molests. Mollusks.
Mollusks.
Mollusks. I didn't see
mollusks.
the word.
Mollusks.
Okay, because they're not fish, obviously. But anyway, we got into these Marks and Spencer's. Hear me out, folks. Hear me out. Hear me out. Don't hang on, wait there.
Keep listening. It's going to get good.
Hang on. These calamari rings, I would never in a million years pick them up. I was like, really good. 20 grams protein, low calories or whatever the things folk are into. And then, sure enough, really tasty.
Delicious,
really
aren't they?
Tasty.
Like pepper, they're really peppery.
But I was just surprised by the protein. I just thought calamari was just like nothing. I thought it was just like chewy rubber.
No.
Very good. So if you're in Marks and Spencer's and you're into that kind of thing,
Give it a go.
protein and rings, then have
Support
a go.
our mollusk farmers.
Support the calamari farmers out there.
We should get a calamari farmer on.
It's like, it's always a wee bit too far. It's always a wee bit too far. All right, that's enough. Yeah. It was good chat, and then it got like okay.
Rain in.
Yeah. Because you know the guys are weird. Like, they're just weirdos.
Are they?
The calamari farmers.
Aye.
Oh, I don't.
Bad
don't,
rep.
don't. I just
Bad
don't,
rep.
don't get involved with them. On to our adventures. We've been to Balmoral.
Yes. Talk to me. How I wasn't there. I didn't go.
Oh, near you were. That's right. So Tina, Joanna, and Louise were the team that came over with me. We took the merch trailer and a Luton van to restock. And unreal. Like, just wow! What a start to the season. Why have we not been? Oh, I know why I've not been there before. It's the time of year, at least. You know, we've still got a lot of farm work to do.
Lizzy was close to being due with Bonnie last year as well.
Oh, of course, that
That
was
was
the main
last
reason
year.
last year. That was absolutely the reason last year.
Yeah.
And I think before that we were lambing right late. But definitely be back next year. Fantastic, great wee show. I say wee show, it's a massive show, but like weirdly, because I didn't realise this till we're kind of a couple of days in. I just happened to be looking what's the attendance. It's like half the number of people that go to the Highland show.
Right. Okay.
Like, but you wouldn't have believed it. Like,
It feels.
at our stand, certainly, we were just flat out the whole time. Thought it was so decent. Interestingly, a lot of folks say, like, people watching this podcast, and we have big Fed by Farmers viewers over there. They might not watch the Friday chats, but they'll certainly watch the interviews. But they'd always say, watch every Sunday. It's obviously quite religious over in Northern Ireland.
Right. Okay.
So the same amount of people would say, watch every Sunday.
Right.
So they must sit down with the family. There'll be a lot of people watching this on a Sunday, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And thinking, I said that to Cammy. So they'd say, watching it every Sunday. And I'm guessing that, I don't ask him, are you religious or whatever?
No.
But I'm guessing that's to do with
Day of rest. They're
Day
not.
of
They're
rest.
not working. Yeah.
sit and catch up on a few YouTubes. So there we go.
Imagine have a day of rest.
So happy. Yeah, I know. I do think sometimes. So happy Sunday, everybody. Happy, is it a Sabbath?
Yep.
Is it?
I don't know if that's for all religions.
Yeah, but it's a Sabbath for a Sunday. Yeah, happy Sabbath. Okay, on to from Balmoral, we came home, and we then pushed on to. I did an event with Alanco,
Yes.
all about fly strike control. Neris Wright was there, who I've mentioned previously. She does a good podcast called Sheep Geeks, really good. So got a bit of a chat with Neris. We will get her on the podcast at some point. and they're working with Cowley Hill Farm, Will from Cowley Hill Farm, and Nicola Wordy from Livestock Farm Her. So two of them are being sort of, not ambassadors, but they're working with Elanco to improve their sort of worming procedures and, you know, just showcase how you should be doing it.
Okay.
So they've got like feck packs and stuff, and they're doing feck packs, like a thing used to sample worms at home. It's like a wee microscope thing. You can make up your own dung samples and put them under the microscope, and then there's like an AI thing just instantly tells you what worms are in it.
So good, isn't it?
It's good. It's good. We've actually got one, but never use it. But not just time. I tell you, the main reason I don't use it, if you're close to your vet, if you're far away from your vet, it is a great tool to have on the farm. Probably not essential, but really important. But when we're so close to the vet, the great thing about putting a dung sample in is you always get a wee 10-minute phone call out of it.
Oh, so you can ask a question.
You just, what's happening in the countryside?
Yeah.
What should I be looking out for?
Yep.
I had this the other day. What do you think of that? And it's just great to touch base with your vet.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
You know, we're very fortunate. Alan Walker, that's our vet here, is just like, well, it's just like one of the boys. He's like a farmer, he's and it's just great to do. Who's your dad's vet?
Armour.
Alan, is it Alan Cubby or
Alan,
Ben?
yeah. And Ed, is Ed still there?
Yeah, they're the partners.
Yep.
And, so the two of them. Yeah, so Alan, they maybe do a lot of, well, they will do a lot of Muirkirk because it's probably the closest vet in Muirkirk.
Yeah, it will be. I see Tinto vets there opening in Straven now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Good for them, isn't it?
Yeah. Because that was the two lads that...
Ross, yeah.
Aye, Ross is for Kilmarnock.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The two of them set that up, and now they're expanding.
Yeah. Amazing, isn't it?
Interesting, hey. They'll be selling it to a Chinese conglomerate in no time. So they've got a Straven.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah.
there we go. Well, there's a good wee shout out for them for introducing their Straven vet. I don't know who else is at Straven, so don't want to step on anybody's toes. But right, okay, interesting. Hey, Ross. Ross will hear this, so give a message. I think you've actually got my number. Give me a message if you fancy a podcast.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
He blood sampled some sheep for me one time for an export thing, so
Right.
that's how I met him. On to
Yeah, so we stopped off at Elanco.
we did that. Sorry, yeah, it was like a live thing. It was quite.
I dropped you off and then I went for a wee couple hours myself. It was lovely.
Crystalyx Extra High Energy feed blocks have been providing high energy supplementation to ewes, lambs and rams in the UK since 1978. Packed full of protein, vitamins, minerals and trace elements, Crystalyx Extra High Energy has been proven to increase live lamb numbers and improve lamb daily live weight gain at a cost of only 4 to 7 pence per ewe per day. To view the full Crystalyx range and find your nearest stockist, visit crystalyx-global.com.
What was the village you went into?
Oh Jesus.
That's a weird name.
Leominster.
Leominster.
Leominster in Wales. No, or England.
We're in Shropshire, so I think it was right at the border.
Aye.
But okay. And you went to get your nails done?
Well, I did, but then the place was full, so I couldn't get in. So.
Oh, was it actually rammed?
Aye.
Oh, was it? Was it like a Chinese nail bar? Was it? And is it actually just like loads of Chinese people just doing nails?
Yep.
Is it? I've never been, but.
Have you not?
No, fun. I'm surprised that's not surprising for farming. I mean, some days when I look at the state of my fingers and that, I think,
Wee manicure, wee mani-pedi.
Well, I do. I have seen it at like Silverburn Shopping Centre before.
Aye, yeah.
They've got one there, have they?
Yeah, the wee stalls, they do eyebrows as well and nails.
Right, but I sometimes see and like go by and like somebody just sitting there like all relaxed.
Quite nice.
I just like just sit down for 5 minutes.
Aye, off your phone.
Yeah, just like
You
somebody.
ever had your eyebrows waxed?
No. I tell you what, the Turkish boy that does my hair, man, he just whipped over the top of it with things the other day, man. I said the other day, this is a
Months
year ago.
ago.
Yeah, but what a fright I got.
Did he do it deliberately?
Aye, it's like a thing they do. They like go over your eyebrows.
Right.
But I was like, that's never happened to me before. And it's like you first thing you think is take your whole eyebrow off.
Aye.
And I was like, no, mate. I says I'm not into that.
No,
stuff.
wanting that. Aye.
But no, it's fine. I get like if you've got a monobrow with that, then
I do.
Oh, do you?
Oh, I get a belter of a monobrow.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dad,
I
I've
was
got my
not joking
dad's
there.
eyebrows.
I was not
Oh no,
joking
I
there.
do. Like they join. I mean, they're done. I get them done quite regularly to keep on top of
You
them.
couldn't tell, to be fair.
No, really. Like I've got big eyebrows.
Yeah, you do have big eyebrows. That was kind of why I leaned into the monobrow joke,
Yeah.
but now you've said it, it's like, I feel bad.
Oh, don't feel bad.
Does
no.
your dad get a monobrow too?
Aye.
Okay. Does he get his waxed?
No.
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 No, but if
And
you've
they
got...
trim mine
See,
because
to
they
be
grow
fair.
so long.
Oh, your eyebrows just grow?
Yeah, like they actually trim them with scissors.
I take it eyebrows do grow, obviously.
Aye, it's like any hair in your body.
Yeah. So they get that trimmed, and obviously they went to trim mine. I was like, no, mate, not into that. So don't do the nose stuff or any of that. But if you had if your dad was in the Turkish barbers, I'd say, hey, come on, John,
I don't think Dad's ever been in a barber's.
try it.
I don't think he's ever been in a
Is
barber's.
that right?
No,
Does your mum do it?
he does it.
Does he just do it?
Yep.
I suppose
Newspaper, head over. Does it? The
just
kitchen
shaves
table.
it.
Yeah.
The tape. Aye, is that right?
Yeah.
Old school. Aye. To be fair, for all it's there. Like, sorry, John. I know you're listening.
Yeah, I showed you that photo of him at school. What head of hair he used to have.
Aye, when he was David Bowie.
Aye.
Aye. Quite a haircut, that. Oh, hi, I'm going the same way. I'm only joking.
Are you?
Yeah, thinning out the sides here. See that?
Right.
What do you think?
Aye, it is thin. Aye. No, it is. But it's still thick with it being curly. You
The
can't
curls
tell.
do help you. They do help you when you're thinning out. It does help. But
I'll
listen,
say it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think bald men are attractive, so I don't think guys should worry about it.
Okay, you say that, but okay.
I do. I back it.
I know, but I think you're just thinking of Phil Mitchell. I don't think they're all like that. They're not all that attractive.
I'm not. I do. Honestly.
I'm only joking. I couldn't care less.
Could you not? Oh, that's
I
good.
just snapped myself out there. Why were you sitting talking about whether bald men are
Yeah.
attractive
Sorry.
or not?
Aye.
Like, shout out to them. Shout out to Bob Rennie if he's listening. Okay.
Aye. So then I dropped you at that. You did a land coat, and then we went on down to Welsh Sheep.
Yes. Quite an adventure with the trailer. Like, it was a fair run. Got down to Welsh Sheep. The team down there, fantastic, great, beautiful farm. I didn't get in the farm tour.
No.
As usual story, you're blethering and people
Aye.
and things like that, and the day just flew by.
I did. It went in really quickly.
Like, nice weather, not too warm.
No.
Great weather for just standing having a blether, and it just flew by. And I nipped into one of the sheds to see the sheep lines at one point. Had a wee chat with Tim White, who's ex-Lana.
Right.
Ex-Lana. Tim's like this, he's extreme, I suppose, in that he likes wool shedding sheep. You know, he's aiming for parasite resistance. All these kind of maternal traits and that. All data recording, DNA sampling.
Okay.
Big on all this stuff. I would get him on the podcast sometime. He's just miles away. He stays
Right.
way down South England. There is a Michael Blanche Pasture podcast with him, but yeah, I had a blather with him for a bit. He was good crack, and then just back to the stand to do our thing, and then a long drive home.
Aye. Yep. Up through the night.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I thought, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't driving, but
No, it was fine. It's just this big trailer, you just can't go any faster than 60. Really, that's the problem.
yeah.
But yeah, back up the road. One thing to say, going down, they're definitely needing rain down south. We are desperate for it here. This podcast is going out. This will probably be Saturday or Sunday time I get this editing. I'm actually recording it on the Friday. There's talk of rain tonight.
Yep.
Definitely need it. Definitely need it.
Yeah.
So we can take a lot of drought here. Whereas other places can't
Yeah,
take
you're
so
right.
much.
You're
So,
right.
Yeah, but we're definitely. Hopefully that will come. Anything else that you want to regale me on?
Talk to me about the definition of regale.
Regale would probably. That is a good question when I'm put on the spot. Would you like to regale me on? It could be possible I've not used that in the right way. But regale to me would be like tell a story.
Right, okay.
You get your phone on you?
No.
Where did you put it?
Do you want to know? On the couch.
Right, hang on. We have a casting couch behind the camera. Why are you laughing?
I think it's about this grey velour as well. It's really leaning into it.
Aye, it's a casting couch vibes. Right here. Have a wee look for me and see what Regale says. Did you have any questions, by the way? What happened to all these questions we get and then we never do anything with them?
They're on that phone.
The phone that's recording? Oh. You need to write them. We need to be.
Well, I did remember, but then you wanted that phone back.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry about that.
Regale.
Voice notes is easy. Do voice notes.
Yeah.
Then you can send it to yourself and just play it.
Yep. Good one.
Okay. Regale. What's
It's
that
just coming up retail. How would you spell regale?
mean? Oh, now you're trying to embarrass me. Regale.
Entertain or amuse someone with talk.
Yeah, like telling a wee story. I'm
Yeah.
not too far away.
No, I
How,
think
and how
you're-
did you spell it? Did I spell it right?
Yay.
Ah,
Well done.
Hi. That's quite good.
We win for you.
Just say it's about time. I needed one this week.
I will next week's quieter. You're off to Beef Tech just for a jolly. And then
Well, I'm doing a wee seminar, I think, aren't I, about...
in the morning, the breakfast.
Is it a breakfast thing?
Yep.
Farm diversity?
Is that one about
div-
diversification?
Oh, okay. I'm doing that at one of the NSA events, maybe.
Yep.
It's terrible. I should know what I'm doing at Beef Tech. I'm doing a seminar. I'm good at just...
I know you are. Yeah,
I'll
it's
wing
a
it.
talent.
I'll wing it.
I'm not. I don't know if that comes as a surprise.
Yeah, so Beef Tech Kaz is coming with me. I'm meeting him Perth or somewhere, and we're going to travel up. So I'm going to do a podcast with Kaz, similar to what I did with Andrew. We'll just sit
Nice
in
in the car.
take advantage of the situation, stick the mics on, and we'll get to chat with him about what's happening in the farm vet world.
Nice.
That'll be good, and we'll try and film that as well. I'm just listening. Do you think folk can hear the bucket
I
outside?
would say.
But that's okay. It's just
Yeah, it's rustic charm.
ambient sounds.
Mm-hmm.
After Beef Tech, what's on?
Beef Tech, then we've got Highland Sheep. No, we've not. We've
No,
got North
North
Sheep,
Sheep.
straight into Cornwall Show.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, North Sheep and straight all the way down to Cornwall Show. So I'm leaving North Sheep about 3 p.m.
yep.
to go down to Cornwall, but we'll be at North Sheep all day. That will be a great event. Interestingly, I am away with Landward this Saturday. It's going to be the first time in about 10 years or 9 years that I've missed Les Mehigo Show. So I always do the shearing there. Great shearing competition at Les Mehigo. If anybody's looking for a day out, if you stay near there, the shearing's fantastic at it.
Is that next Saturday?
That is a weekend.
Yep.
A weekend Saturday, whatever date that is. Whenever this is out, it's next weekend, and I'm missing it because I'm going filming with Landlord at a farm sale that Air Market are doing, but it's in Aberdeen.
Right.
So there is a connection there through Wendy that works at the market. So there is a connection. That's the reason why they're doing the fact. But it's a proper old school, like on farm.
Right.
Come and bid for it.
Oh, is it like a dispersal or?
No, it's just like a farm sale, like a roan, like a rope. Sorry, just when roan is for my beef shorthorns. That's why I had that in my head. A rope, it's just like once you've sold the farm,
Yep.
you just get people onto the farm to buy all the implements and
Okay.
tractors, fertilizer spreaders, gates.
If the folk who've bought the farm don't want it.
Yeah, I suppose they could negotiate
Maybe
to
get
have some
first
of it in
dibs,
of it,
yeah.
but yeah, I think that gets messy. I don't know if that happens very often. Maybe
Okay.
it does. I think more likely buy the stock on it,
Yeah,
but
okay.
maybe all of the implements and stuff's a bit different. So anyway, that's the story. There's tractors, there's a combine, there's a lot of good gear on it, and it's just, a lot of people now do these online timed auctions,
Yeah.
which are rubbish, like, because you don't get the crack, you don't get
Aye.
the buzz at a farm sale and just nosing about and end up buying something you don't even really need.
Yeah, but it's just exciting.
It's just a buzz of buying something, so there's a bit of that. I might try and buy something, we'll see. So that is, if anybody's interested in that farm sale up in Aberdeenshire, I do not have the details immediately to hand, but if you go on the Craig Wilson Limited Facebook page for Air Market, you'll be able to find the details there. You have to register to get a bidding number. I have done that.
Good for you.
So just in case, you never know.
How was your swim and sauna when you were away at Balmoral?
Yeah, there was a bit of banter about me and Andrew and I. He was texting, how's it going? He says, long days, legs are knacked. He says, I should come down, I'll get the sauna out, we'll go and get a sauna and a swim. And like if it was anyone else saying that, you'd think it was a bit kind of, calm down. But he's just that kind of strange way that he is, that it seems like such a normal
thing to do. It's like, of course we will.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
Of course he's got a mobile sauna.
Of course,
So we went and did it. There's 5 of us. His brothers came as well, and a couple of friends, and just
That's nice.
Yeah, we did it like 3 times, like sauna, swim, sauna, swim, sauna, swim.
Right, in and out.
Yes, exactly that. Don't stop now. We're almost there. Yeah, did that. But honestly, I was like a new man.
Were you?
Oh, like that cold water thing. I know it's good. Like I know it's good.
It's good.
It's just getting yourself psyched up
Definitely some mentality thing.
getting yourself psyched up to get in the cold water is the thing. But once you're there and you've came all that way, you're not going to do it. So yeah, and saved the day. Legs and ankles, they were all swollen, and it just sorted the whole thing out.
Rachel and I went in the sea at Air and her boyfriend Connor, but it was like there was loads of jellyfish and it wasn't that great, I'm not gonna lie.
Is the water at Air okay?
We went in at Prestwick. Some days it's so murky you can't see your feet, but then it was really clear that day. I did used to go in a lot when I lived down there, but I've not been for ages.
What about you hear about that young lad that was stabbed to death at Irvine Beach?
Yes.
So anyone local in Scotland or anyone in Scotland don't know about this, but yeah, it was like a young lad stabbed
Awful.
at Irvine Beach. Seems to be quite a bit of bother down there with youngsters congregating and
With the sun and
just the nice weather. And,
Yeah, everybody's
I mean,
out.
it is notorious that people come to Ayrshire when the weather's good. A lot of people from Glasgow and stuff come to Ayrshire. It was East Kilbride, I think this, but yeah, I think there's loads of ways to look. One interesting one, I think you probably have a good point. Is this like free bus passes for youngsters?
right.
It just means they can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like they can just go anywhere.
Yep. Yeah, don't even need money.
No,
So what is it free for what, under 16s?
I think it's like under 21s.
No, surely not. Is it?
Have a look. I think.
Is it?
I think it's something crazy like that.
I remember you
No.
get a half single to air. So you used to get from Cumnock, that's what I used to ask for.
A half single
Half
because you were
single.
underage.
Yeah.
What much was a half single? Can you remember?
I'm going to say £3.50.
Was it?
It's quite expensive.
Yeah, £3.50 from Cumnock to Ayr on a kids concession. That's
Could have been less. I think it was £3.50.
Return. Why a single? Why not a return?
Because I would normally be staying at one of my friends' house.
Okay.
So I would just be going down.
Okay.
And then Dad used to have to come and get me early because it would normally be I'd be working at the chicken sheds at 8 a.m. So then Dad used to come and have to pick me up at the crack of dawn. It's bad now. See, thinking back to it, and I just took that like I appreciated it at the time, but just thinking back to like God, Dad having to get up, come all the way down.
You're just like, that's his job.
No, I wasn't like that, but just now it's probably I appreciate it more what he did.
Yeah.
You know, like
But that's like everybody. Like once you have kids and so that like you're like, it makes you you appreciate more
you're
the things like you must have put your parents through.
absolutely
Because exactly.
you're seeing it from
Yeah, Dad would love it too.
Dad was always he was
Plus, at the week, it was a
great
weekend
for a
job, was
lift. Aye.
What's he doing at the weekend? He's a hill farmer. Do
He's,
you know what I mean? He'd be loving it.
he would always, he'd insist on doing lifts, and I think he felt bad as well because a lot of my friends were down in here because of school, so I
Of
was
course,
so
'cause
far away.
I
So
forgot it. Another buzzword, Wellington private school. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So-
but most kids at Wellington from here?
yeah,
They are.
yep, I would say yeah.
And is that because I know it sounds stupid, but it's a private? Is that because the school is in Ayr, or because there seems to be more money in Ayr?
Good
Where is
question.
the most money in Ayrshire?
Will I Google it?
I think it will tell you.
Yeah,
Listen-
I would say Alloway doing foot.
Yeah, Alloway in Ayr probably is, but I would say could be. Troon will have some good bits. It's got rough too.
Troon, yeah.
Though. It's got rough too.
But then Troon has got a great school. Like Mar is basically a private school.
Is it?
It's a really good school.
Is it?
Is it not? In my head it is. Aye.
Marissa went to Ma. But no, I'm saying, I'm just like, is Ma that good? Is it? Then yeah, okay, interesting. Well, we're getting a right.
Right, wait a minute.
niche
What
thing
was
now.
the first thing I was going to Google?
What age you can get under
Oh yeah, what
can get
age free bus Scotland?
travel? So yeah, so part of the argument is you need to get rid of this free bus travel for these youngsters that are dodging away from home.
Under 21.
Under 21,
I
there you
can't
go.
believe I had no idea.
It's a new SNP thing,
Right.
and it's fair enough, like over 18 or something like that for work or something like that, give them a handout or go to their apprenticeship or whatever. But yeah, these youngsters like 15-year-olds
Don't
whatever,
need money.
can
They
go anywhere
just
in
go
Scotland.
anywhere.
Anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Sit in the bus, cause trouble, whatever. Well, don't cause trouble because they just get kicked off the bus. But another big factor is like, police don't have any powers. Like, there's no stop search powers. And we've
Yeah,
spoken about
you
this
said
before.
that. Yeah.
Like, we have absolutely spoken about this in the podcast before. Like, the police should be able to stop and search anybody they like without a reason. Make these, like, and then all you do is you sit at the bus station and you say, right, they've all landed off this Glasgow bus, and you just have 4 cops there and you say, right, we're searching you all.
And you do that once, and then word gets out.
Police are there.
Yeah,
They're ditching
words
their
get
knives.
out.
Ditch their knives, so don't bring their knives.
Yeah.
Lizzy, you want to come and talk to us?
Yeah.
Come and talk to us. Come join in. What are you saying?
Jan, you don't make people sit in their seat.
There's a towel.
See your own
Put a towel down.
sit on
No, put a towel down. You're not worried? Okay. Bring the mic over to you there.
Oh, this is good actually. Oh, They're back.
The swallows.
Yeah, I've got wee swallows in here. Lizzy has now joined us. For those of you watching, she's here. Could you pull the mic a wee bit closer to us,
bit
Lizzy?
closer.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
How's things been for you?
In which way?
How's your summer going? How's your spring? How's your lambing?
Oh wow. Lambing was good. I think lambing was good. We got a lot of pet lambs. Is that a good sign?
The problem we're having with the pet
But-
lambs is the setup I've had, I think, and the too many tubes going different ways, and they keep
we had.
lambs keep pulling at them, and then the whole thing leaks out. I feel
There's always something you hadn't thought of, and then next minute.
the lambs are clever. Like they always think a way to deceive you.
Why do you have so many pet lambs?
We had a few triplets.
Yep.
We lambed some sheep for someone else. Had quite a few triplets, and we didn't really do any rub-ons. Hardly any. A few.
No, we didn't do many.
Why
rub-ons.
not?
One sheep broke out, and the singles got it back in with the twins, didn't they?
Yes, that was right.
Okay.
We
didn't-
shed them all out, and then
We were going to put them in the shed, and then
we were
they
going to
broke.
put them in the shed, and then they broke under a gate and mixed all back up. And I was like, oh, I'm not. There was by that point there was like 200 in a mob. I'm like, I'm not rattling these through the shed
Yeah,
just before lambing.
yeah.
But also, I'm not that big a fan. Like I was just like, don't worry too
A
much.
lot of the singles are
I'm
too
not that
big.
a
Any
fa-
singles that we did have, it's like we've got to find a really big lamb.
I'm just kind of not that big a fan of the rub-on thing anymore.
Why?
I just like nature's decided this sheep's a single. The main reason is we now have a machine that does it so easy. That's the main reason.
How much
obviously.
does it cost?
I think what's it? It's going to be about a bag per. No, it's half
well,
a bag per lamb.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like he reckoned like 30 quid a lamb, but
Right.
as that seems a bit cheap.
We're probably going to be not far off
Okay.
half a bag of lamb though, because we're not done through a pallet yet,
No, not a pallet yet. And it's probably
and you've got half them weaned.
10 bags left.
Okay, so a quarter of it. So it's going to look right now. It's looking
Yeah,
maybe.
okay.
I don't know how much a bag is though. Well, I could work it out quickly. It's about 30 quid. Aye, okay, yeah, it's about 30
Yeah.
quid. So about 30 quid a bag, 30 quid a lamb, which is a cost. Obviously, that is a cost. That's 30 quid you could save if you rubbed it on.
Yeah.
But I just often find that the kids on for a few days, and then you put them out to you get them right in the pen, then you put them out to grass, and all of a sudden there's like a wee lamb pining.
Well, it's so hard. The triplets are so small. Well, not so small, but the singles have been so big.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the difference is like.
And it's labour as well. Like Lizzie and I did a lot of it. You know, we had a vet student helping, and some people come in the evenings when we're trying to get the kids to bed and stuff. We probably did too much of it. I think if I fill the sheds next year, if I just put all the sheep in the sheds except the cheviets, and we just lamb inside, then we probably should do it. We probably will do it because
Yeah,
the staff will be
aye.
there. We'll
Yeah.
have staff. We'll just staff it
Do
next year.
night lammers.
Night lammers,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll just do the rub-ons. But for us as well this year, it's just like don't worry about it. So that was. But you think your pets are gonna be okay?
Yeah, I've still got a few left.
Yeah. How are you finding all this? Me being away all this time at shows?
All right. And it needs to be done,
Yeah. That is the crux of it. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't both be here at the minute.
Yeah, but once everything's clicked,
It's that thing where, like, if we're both here, like, there'd be not nearly nothing to do, but, like,
You've been on top of it.
you'd be like, oh, yeah, what should we do now? But
He would
'cause
be
one
buying more
person here,
sheep.
I'm here by myself and 3 children. It's like, oh, yeah, do you fill the day up mostly by 5 or 6 o'clock? Like, I'm just about done.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
also the fact there's 1,200 sheep with lambs. There's nearly 3,000 head of sheep to get
It's
round.
all right. It takes time to get around.
But it is probably one person's job. Like if it's one person's full-time job,
It'd be done easy.
it would be.
Like, when
aye.
the kids aren't here, I'd have time to put the washing out and tidy up the house, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid. No, but yeah, the yard's a big thing. We're trying to get tied up just now. But then the thing is about where it is just now is there's just this mad rush post lambing to fly strike starting. That's our big concern. Okay, nematovirus and things like that for worming lambs is going to kick in, but the fly strike's a big one for us because we have sheep all over the place.
Yeah.
And I'm away a lot, and Lizzie's under pressure to get round everything.
Yeah.
If you get them clicked, all you're really worried, you might get the odd cowpea, but most of our sheep aren't fit enough for that.
Yeah.
Then all you're worrying about is the odd lame one. We're past the mastitis stage for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if there was a day you couldn't get round or you're under pressure, it's not the end of the world.
It doesn't
Oh,
really
no,
matter.
yeah.
They don't actually need checked every day
No,
just now.
no.
Now that they're treated for click, they don't need checked every day.
Yeah, yeah.
No wrong, you can miss the odd one with pneumonia or something like that, but you can miss that anyway. Because when you drive around sheep with lambs at foot now, when you go around dry ewes or dry hogs, you bunch them all up and you get them running and you get them together and get a good look at them. And you go around with ewes with lambs at foot. If she's sitting at the hedge with 2 lambs there, you don't go and get her up.
It's that thing, like, because they're sitting in the shade now, but you're not sure. The couple of lots that haven't been done with fly strike yet, I'm like, I better just go and check.
Aye, get them up and
Yeah,
check.
yeah,
I know
yeah.
you're right. You're
Those
right.
ones,
but that's the difference. That's how you miss things like maybe no mastitis this time, but you might miss the odd one with pneumonia or a lamb with a sore foot, or there's not much you can do with a lamb with a sore foot out in the field anyway. They really need to be brought
Catch
in.
it, you
But
can catch it anyway.
no, you just make a shambles catching it. But you know what I mean. You just drive
Yeah.
round. If everything's alive and no cowpeas, you just drive back out, so you can get away with it once we get the click on. But there's only 300 left to do.
4 lots, I think.
Yeah, 300, and then we're done.
And a bit of shifting, maybe.
We've done a lot of shifting just for the drought.
Oh, what?
Just some summer grazing and stuff like that. Maybe a bit shorter grass. We've just had to
Right,
move sheep
okay.
about and find wee bits for them and whatnot. But still got sheep on my silage field, and we're 20th of May or whatever date this is. Although they're very lightly stocked and there's a lot of grass on it, it wouldn't take much to turn it into. A wee sprinkler fertiliser this weekend will be fine.
I think there's still a lot of grass in it, actually.
There's heaps of grass.
There's not many sheep out there. There can't be that many.
No, there's not. But that's another tangent. Anything else you'd like to share with us?
No, I just feel like I don't know what to do because one child's sleeping and the other two are with nanny.
Yeah.
So your mum's up?
Mum's up for a family wedding. Her family are from here.
Oh, are
originally,
they?
yes.
Whereabouts?
East Kilbride or West Kilbride, one of them.
Right, okay.
And in the late 50s, my granny took the cows on the train, the dairy cows, down to Cornwall, and they started farming down there.
Really? Mm-hmm. And why did she move down there? For love?
I might have been because I don't think my papa was Scottish. So yeah, they're down there. So mum's still got a couple cousins, and
Okay.
someone drives a boat up here, I think, and that. Yeah.
Where's the wedding?
A Drossen Town Hall.
Right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. So I'm back
Yeah.
where we started.
So see, that's now I've realised what the attraction was. That she's got
Scottish.
Ayrshire blood in her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I
yeah.
couldn't understand.
You can't fight nature.
I couldn't understand what the attraction was, like, because, like, genetically she's not as pure as what we are here in Ayrshire, but it was obviously there, and I just didn't know it. It's
Yeah.
funny how nature keeps you right,
yeah,
doesn't it?
you're right.
Do you know what I mean?
You just trust
Yeah.
in your
Well,
body.
my mum's half Scottish then, and my dad is a quarter.
Scottish.
Because that Thompson's that's not the way the English really spell it, is it? That's a real Scottish spelling.
Okay, without a P. Okay,
So what does that make me then?
Okay.
makes you about a quarter. It makes you like a quarter Scottish, basically.
Yeah, okay. Nah, a bit more than that. No. Okay. All right, thank you.
We've
Third.
not.
Third.
Sorry. No, I was just going to say we've not caught up with Lizzy for so long. I feel I want to hear about the engagement. How you felt? with the engagement.
That's a long time
We've not
ago.
spoken about
What are you
that
bringing
yet.
that up for?
We have talked about a couple of
Next, you
dates.
want to talk about a wedding?
I know we have said a couple of dates here and there. Or a year.
Have we?
No,
A
not
year?
dates. We've not said a year.
Steady on.
What are you thinking next year?
No,
No.
27.
Okay. And what would you want? How would you want to get married?
Can we just get married here, eh?
Yeah.
DIY. Big party.
I love those kind of weddings. I think that's it. Look at your face.
It's a good yard for it because you can really clean up the yard, isn't it? Concrete yard.
Oh, it's minted. Aye. Oh, you could pressure wash it out, stick a couple of ribbons up in the roof. Everybody brings their own chair. Be fine. That could be fun.
It'd be nice being really rustic. I do think
Bring
that
your-
rustic
I think
look.
bring your own chairs a bit. How do you bring your own chair in a car? Like some people can't even get a chair in the back of the car.
Like but
chair?
camp chair.
Yeah, camp
Camp
chair.
chair.
Right, camp
Well,
chair.
any kind of
fold
chair
it.
you like. Why don't we make that the theme? That
I
can
quite
be,
like that.
That can be the wedding gift. It's that don't get us anything.
What does it end up with 250 chairs?
I don't want 250 vases.
Right,
So
okay.
just
Vases. No,
chairs
no-
are handy.
No presents anyway.
But chairs are handy. 250.
Wait, are you saying
100 chairs.
Are you saying people bring the chairs and leave them?
Aye.
Why don't
No,
they
but
take
that's their
them all?
gift. No, that's their
What
gift.
do you need 250
do with the
chairs for?
Where's this 250? They're about 100 chairs. Right? 100 chairs.
Why are you capping it?
Aye, fair point. Well, because how many chairs do I need? Do you know what I mean?
Why is this becoming with the chairs?
But is this not good? Chairs are handy.
No. What
The
is the need?
saws are back. Look, maybe that's where you chicks must be up there. No, aye, but what is that? We don't have let us know in the we don't have a fun idea. Bring your own
Imagine the
chair.
photos of all, and people would then go for it, like get funny chairs.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't barely see a chair, do you? Like sat in a chair.
But that's why you got to
Right,
get a
okay.
right good chair.
Yeah,
Right,
That would
okay.
be good.
I think that would be good.
Right?
What, people don't bring chairs, you have a few spare.
No, they bring their own chairs.
They stand. They have to stand. Lizzy.
Aye, it's like, sorry, I didn't realise this to bring a chair. So, you're sorry, mate. Right. I'm sorry I know you well enough that you're here for this. Yeah, Yeah, we could do that. Right, listen,
Right, we'll
listen.
see.
Crazy idea,
Right,
but
it's not
just came-
happening yet anyway. So.
But that would be fun, like folk with like
That would be
inflatable
fun.
chairs and all
Yeah.
that, or like
My mate Brighton it.
or like a family of like if there's a wife and the kids, that they just bring a sofa.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? And you just sit in the sofa, watch the wedding.
How do you bring a sofa?
Flatbed trailer. We'll be
Right.
parking the field, big field.
Uh-huh.
Flatbed trailer. Bring your
It
sofa.
would be funny.
Set it in
It
the
would
shed.
be funny.
You can come the night before and set your chair.
No, what would be quite like if you got actually got married here, so then everyone's like sat in the aisle, and then you have it from behind. You can see all the different chairs.
That with
Yeah, that's
photos
kinda
would be
what I'm
hilarious.
imagining.
That's what you're imagining, right?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you have up the middle, and then just everybody's got their own
That
chairs.
would be so funny.
That would be good crack, would it not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that would be hilarious.
And then I'd be up the road for 8:00. Job done.
In bed, kids.
Yep. How's that?
No, it won't happen.
An early finish. I think a lot of folk would appreciate an early finish. I'd appreciate
No,
it.
but when you're at your own bit, like the whole point is you don't have to have an early finish.
Yeah.
No, but the rest of them, get rid of the
Like
rest
people
of them.
just sleep in the hay and like come out in the morning, make a barbecue.
Oh, nice.
Okay, right. Listen,
Right.
we'll
You
think.
say that now, but then you'll be having a nice time. You'll be having a beer.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Don't go. Don't go. It's only 8:00. If I've had a beer, I'll be falling asleep. No, that's okay. I like that. Okay, bring your own chair. The theme is bring your own chair. And what else? Nothing else. Just a few ribbons on the roof. What else you really need?
No, that's it.
Would you do like a
We'll stand-
hog roast style?
We'll stand up. We'll stand up in the shearing trailer so everybody can see us. That's your stage. The shearing trailer.
Right, okay.
Right.
Okay.
A hog roast for food. Bring your own bottle too.
We'll do a bar.
We'll do a bar. Yeah. Okay. But just do like, I need a license, don't you?
Oh, that's easy done. My sister did a bar.
Is
Did
it?
she?
I just pay somebody to do the bar.
I can't remember now.
Right, okay. Well, we can- anyway,
I
that's
just
enough
bought,
wedding
I think
chat.
bought a heap of kegs in that.
2030, mark it in your calendar.
2030.
Well,
Why do you want to push it back?
I'm just worried about the aging.
busy.
I'm just worried about the aging process, so I need to get it done.
what you worried about
too
your
old.
photos?
Are you actually?
Oh no, not that much. But I don't want to go forever. I'm not going to be 40 and get married. Like before I'm 40, Cammy.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
8 years is fine.
Liz, you've got nothing. You've got the most youthful skin and face.
She has got youthful.
Got worried about Cammy losing his hair as well.
Yeah,
so
but yeah,
I'm
make
like-
worry more about Cam.
It's more about me. I'd
Keep it that
accept that.
moisturiser.
Yeah. Yeah, I would accept that. I'd probably more worry about me than that. Well, right, okay, a couple of years we'll look at it and see where we are. Anything else you'd like to add, Lizzie? We're at the longest Friday
sorry.
chat
What have you
ever.
been talking about? Just,
Okay, well, what have we been talking about?
No.
If you had 1,000 grapes,
Oh wow.
okay, right.
Yes.
If you want to know what we've really been talking about,
Okay.
if you had 1,000 grapes, okay, and every grape was worth £100,000, but one of the grapes
Oh my gosh.
would kill you,
You alright?
how many grapes would you eat?
Half, I think. No.
That's class, man.
No.
You could die with one grape.
The chances though.
That's good.
Didn't even miss a beat. I was like,
But she's
man,
right. But she's right. The chances.
I don't. But it's not worth dying. It's not worth risking dying.
If you eat half of them, what are the odds of you dying? If you eat 500 of the grapes, what's your odds of you dying?
I don't know. It gets worse and worse as you get along. It gets
Yeah.
higher, obviously, as you get through them. But
That's okay. It's just no, because somebody might say it's 50-50. The odds, but that's not the case.
okay, right.
Because you know, like, so folk are like, if you eat half them, you've got a 50-50
but you've
chance.
not.
But that's not the case, because like once you've ate one grape,
it gets higher.
you have a 1 in 999 chance. Once you've ate two, so even when you've ate half the grapes, you've still got a 1 in 500 chance at catching another grape.
I'm still none.
So the odds are still, even if you've ate half them. Ate half them.
I know that.
I'm with you at the side, egging her on. Go on, Lizzie. Go on, you're not even full yet. What's the chances? What's the chances? Eh? Come on, you're not going to stop at 4.9 million. Like, such an awkward number.
No, I don't know. But what would you get?
None.
None.
Liz, I know
Oh, she's making me rethink now a wee bit.
who Lizzie is.
I feel
Why,
well, I said-
guys?
What did you
could literally
think?
die.
Well,
Well, how many did you go for? 10?
I said eventually ended on none. But I know. But you've really made me.
But Lizzie, you could eat
As
one
Lizzie-
and die.
As Lizzie often does, she's emasculated me, and
No, I don't know.
now I
then.
look like a wuss.
Right,
so
now I
I'm
feel like I'm a bit over the top, but
I mean, like, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
If you're like, I'm going to here to eat 500 of these, I probably would be like, oh, hold on a minute.
Yeah,
Lizzy.
maybe it's a few. I could probably eat 20. That,
What about the kids?
You'd be right, no?
Hard day, man. She's hard day, I tell you. Yeah, 20.
No, okay, 20.
20's 2 million. That would do
Right,
it.
do
Pay
your
off the
guts.
farm.
It's all in your
Guys,
guts
I
as
feel
well,
like-
isn't it?
But you
It's
could
on
be
your
dead.
guts as well, she says.
No, it is. That's what I tell the boys. Like, not too many
500
grapes.
grapes. Not too many grapes. Yeah, you're choking that.
No, it's all
Okay.
in the tummy, isn't it?
Right, okay. No, that's fair, right?
It'd be interesting to see what people say.
What they would
What
do.
they would do, yeah.
'cause,
Because
like-
for me it was a no-brainer, and then I feel like for you it was a no-brainer, but it was
But then
different.
the more you
ends.
think about it, like, just eat 10 grapes out of 1,000
But
and you get a
could
million
die,
quid.
But you could literally be dead.
My favourite comment, that was a TikTok I seen, right? This is a bit dark humour. You can take dark humour, else you wouldn't be watching this. So my favourite comment was, I would keep eating them until I found the winning grape.
Oh, obviously.
Dark humour. I did chuckle though, because I thought that's a good way to look at it. I mean, they're being funny, all right?
Right, okay, calm down. You see, oh, this is going to be soft. I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
I think Lizzy will give you a hard time.
Yeah.
I don't give anyone a hard
I'm
time.
joking.
No, go on, what is it? Say it now. You're
No, it was just I saw this TikTok and somebody actually sent it to me, and it was about ask somebody what their priorities are in life, and then like look at your diary or whatever, or look at how you spend your time, and it's like how much time are you actually setting aside for your priorities?
Well, Lizzie's like 90% for her priorities.
Yeah. Well, what would be your priority to be?
The kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, well, kind of. That is the kids.
Yeah.
But sheep have to survive as well.
Yeah, but the sheep's the other 10%.
It's like if the kids have to wait 2 minutes while I save a sheep, then that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
No?
but 90% of your time is with the kids.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which is probably so. Then maybe other people who work an office job or whatever, they would say their priorities are their kids, but then actually look at their diary. How much time are they spending with
yeah,
it? Do you know what I mean? So they would say, "Oh, spending time with family, doing whatever."
Yeah,
but
but
then you
actually
look at
just
their
work.
time, and it's like, well, how many hours a week are you?
Yeah,
doing
but in
that?
fairness to those people, you could argue that they are working for their kids, who are the priority. If they didn't work, their kids wouldn't have the things they have.
I know, but does that matter? Or what?
Sorry.
What is actually important? Time with them.
Is that nanny?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's Lizzie's argument of homeschooling them.
Oh, God, can't back to this.
I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, but I think Jock will absolutely break her before then. But I do get her point. Lizzie makes her point. It's like they're only kids for a little time,
know.
and you want to send them away to school for a third of their childhood.
I know.
The system is so, like, oh, yes. I saw a little, I'll just try and do it quickly. I saw a little one on TikTok, watch TikTok, whereby they said, if you went to someone's house and you're doing this homeschooling and that, and the kid wanted to go to the toilet and you said no, they got to wait 15 minutes, and then they wet themselves, and then you told them they had to wait until they got changed, and then they missed their break. If you went and watched that in someone's house, you would think that's abuse or neglect. But if you went to go to school, it happens all the time.
That's a good point.
Okay.
That is a good
Like,
point.
they're not allowed to go to toilet in the middle of a class. They have
You
to
sure?
wait. Yeah, often is the case. They have to, like, I see all these TikToks where, like, yeah, people get the doors locked and the toilets are locked, and they have to go at break. They have to queue up at break. They might miss their break, don't get their food.
Yeah, I don't think that's
It is.
Gargison,
It is.
to be fair,
oh,
but
like Gargison. I don't know.
at a
Gargison.
local school. But that's one thing. At a local school, the catchment we're in is the same school I went to, and it's a good school.
I think you say it's good. I'm sure it is good, but like that was 20 years ago. How can you know it now?
No, I don't. It's a
You
total different. It's
don't.
not even the same building, to be fair.
Exactly.
But it's the area. It's the
Yeah,
area. It's the area that
yeah.
makes a school good, not the.
Not the actual specific teachers.
No, it's the
a head
area.
teacher
I think
does
it's
have a lot to
I think it's
play.
the system though. The system is
Yeah,
changing too,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
don't think the system's as good as it.
I thought the system was softer than it was. I thought now it'd
Yeah,
be more
but-
like, oh, you've got your right to do a pee whenever you want.
No. Well, what was happening at Air College? They're allowed to be.
Cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's like, so they're allowed to be cats, but they can't go to the bathroom. How can a
There you
cat? You can't do that to a cat.
Has to go to litter tray.
Here, just let it out. It's against a cat's cat rights.
I'm not sure. I think we've got 6 months just over to
Decide.
Well, if you can apply, but if your kid never actually gets to school, then you don't need to withdraw them.
Okay, but it's much harder to take a kid out of
It's
school.
not harder, but they like once you're under their radar, you're under their radar a
Yeah,
little
okay.
bit. Where if they never went, you never applied for them, then.
I mean, school is amazing if you're in a deprived area or deprived environment. It's an amazing thing, you know. Even like free school meals they do in Scotland and all that, and even I think a lot of the SNP, I think at one point were doing like free breakfasts as well. I don't know.
Do breakfast
they still
clubs,
do
yeah.
breakfast club like that is so important. Like it is really good. We're obviously fortunate enough the kids don't need that, but
That's what I'm saying. I think we are fortunate enough in a position where like I can take the children with me. We can learn stuff as we go, and a lot of people can't do that. Maybe they wish they could, but they can't.
yeah, it would also be a good way of it'd probably be a very good way to produce a farmer.
That too, but also like, and if they wanted to go to school, and they still might, they could go to school, or if there was a point where they needed to, or
It's just, but what about the birds?
Cammy, it's not all about.
No, but just like
But it's not like a 10-year-old. Why do you need to worry about that at 10 years old?
no, not 10 years old,
Right,
obviously,
so when then? What, so they can go to young farmers like 11, 12 or something, and
and meet the birds there. Okay,
for the boys, I don't know.
okay, I see your point. Yeah, young farmers is good for that, to be fair. And they're going to find
Well,
a better
they'll be
quality of
doing
bride,
potentially
aren't they?
rugby or football
Well,
or swimming or all
Well, you're
sorts
probably
of
going to find
bits.
some of them in acres and sheds. Dairy farmer's daughter, particularly.
Did you? Oh, you did find your wife at school, maybe, but your current partner is not from your school. You didn't.
Who's
It
that?
doesn't matter now, does it?
How'd you know about her? Hey.
No, I like that. I think I see on TikTok your current, like, oh, my current partner.
Yeah.
And they're like, why is it your current? Or because it's my current partner.
Oh, did you see that
I've
TikTok?
seen one,
Did you see
yeah.
that TikTok? It's so good. There's a TikTok. Oh, God, look, we like talking about TikToks. I do watch TikToks. But she starts filming and goes, okay, I'm sitting here with my current boyfriend.
and he's like,
current boyfriend? Yeah, I thought it was good. But yeah, okay, right, you were met. Yeah, that's different though. That's, yeah, I would imagine hardly anybody goes with somebody they met in school. How did your mum and dad meet?
Their parents knew each other.
Right, okay, arranged marriage. But that's fine. And I'm not against them either. But what about, there's that many people. Yeah, not many people go to school. But you sort of hone your craft at school, but I know what you're saying. No, I don't even mean that. I mean chatting to girls, like learning the chat.
Right.
You just went a totally different thing there, for God's sake. I mean, like, you learn, like, you imagine you just come out, you've been homeschooled all your days, and then it's like you want to go out for a beer, and then, like, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
there's
But
lassies to talk to.
young farmers sorts
but
that.
people
Yeah.
say also when they go to school, they're often with like one group or one age group of people, and that's all they talk to. Whereas potentially homeschool, you're seeing all different types of age groups of people all the time. Like the boys are quite social. Like we see people all the time that are different.
Right, yeah,
Farming
They are
people,
sociable,
like, and they
like,
speak
they're
to
confident,
everyone, and Jock speaks to all sorts of people.
yeah. Oh, listen,
different, like all different ages and whatever.
listen, I very
don't
much
know.
hope they'll be farmers. Of course I do. And I suppose the one way to, a more likely way to make that happen is for them to be homeschooled and to grow up in the environment of this is life. That's
Don't
what
want to
life
get
is.
sick of it either. So
But that's the other thing too, you know, like, and then you take them to school, like, mates, you make
sometimes when I
friends.
take, you heard him say the other day, I took him to nursery and he just said, "What did he say?"
What do you
Oh no,
say?
last night when we were at the dinner, he's like, "Oh, I go to school," and then he's just like, "No, I want to be on the farm."
Yeah, I know, but
But at that
kids
stage,
don't know. I
at
know,
this
kids
age.
don't know.
But then he doesn't know about school yet either. So
School was class. Like, I love school.
high school was fine, but I just think there's other
Plus,
options.
Jock will love school.
There's
Like,
other options.
you know, like the boys will love school. Like, but like, I mean, my face like jocks at school. Like, world's your oyster.
But that's not. That's not what school's about.
Well, it was because like
What's the point of going
homework
then?
and all that. Like, Iona schools are like homework and all that. But like, homework was such a nonsense. They still do homework.
Yes, you got to
Do
do
they?
that.
That's got to be against your human rights, man. Surely.
Against your human rights.
There's all these rights, and they're still making kids do.
Got
It's not
these-
even for the kids, the parents.
Spellings and math.
That's one good thing with
reading.
homeschool. No homework.
And like they say 6 hours a day at school, don't they? But like, and people think, oh, you got to do 6 hours a day at home. How can you do that? But it's actually not. When you one on
There's an
one
hour
with
for
something,
lunch. Yeah, break the school. There's an hour for lunch. Is there 2 15-minute breaks?
Oh,
No, what? No, there's a half hour break in the morning, isn't there? And then an hour for lunch.
no, 15, 45, 15.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Is it right? 6 periods. 6. Aye.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking primary school. I'm thinking primary
primary
school.
No,
school.
but primary school too. But
Aye.
Yeah.
right, but
And can
what was
also
high
just
school?
say,
I think it is 6.
see a whole class getting changed for PE. There's 20 minutes.
Oh, nonsense.
Like, see, primary
Oh,
twos, primary
Yeah,
ones, all
yeah.
getting changed for PE. Like, the actual class time is so much smaller.
can be so easily dealt with by tennis club or
exactly, so that's easy.
Yeah.
rugby club or whatever sport with swimming. That's your PE done.
Yeah, your topic.
And it's better because it's more focused, proper coaches. You know, you're just more in the zone.
You don't need to be in a classroom learning. Like, you can learn so much outside.
Yeah, he definitely
Well,
could.
Talk about
cut out
things.
PE, cut out your breaks, cut out registration that you get at high school, all the time in between classes. Cut out what's the one where they talk about willies and all that? PSE.
Or we'll
Sex
do that
ed.
bit.
Well, PSE I think it was called at my school, but
Sex education.
Eh,
Yeah.
No, they need to be taught that, though.
yeah, but that's what Young Farmers is for. Like, do not do that there. So, like, but how much do they?
Actually,
need to be
John knows
taught
all about that already, actually. He's quite good.
Oh, he's obsessed with willies. It must be a young boy thing.
Is it?
Oh, just,
Both of them.
just like, and one can't do a pee without the other one having to join in and pee at the same
well.
time. Side of the road there, on the way at the Cochrane last night, right at the front of the farm, that busy road, just decided, I'm in a pee, and you don't fight it, and just like two of them just having
Did
a,
it?
and they're like crossing streams and all that. Just like, it's just great crack. Anyway, on that note, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
probably been too long there. For you
Okay,
guys.
thanks for all that chat. Good to have you drop in, Lizzy. You should do this more often.
And then we
Yeah.
can
I mean, you
now that we're
literally,
here.
I know, you literally live
Yeah.
right there.
I know, but we're not here that often.
It's the kids, no, it's the kids usually.
Oh, the kids.
Okay, that's it for this one. I've been Cammy,
I've been Iona.
Up in Lizzy.
and we're all
Fed by farmers.
Yeah, there we go, got it.